looking at the division, and we just had the conversation in the previous segment about the coaches in the AFC West, unprecedented. But if we're taking one position in one division, let's look at the quarterbacks in the NFC West, and that's exactly what they did on Good Morning Football this morning on NFL Network. And 3 of the 4 panel members, they all ranked on their whiteboards all 4 projected starting quarterbacks in the NFC West. And 3 of them had Matthew Stafford 1, Brock Purdy 2, Kyler Murray 3, Sam Darnold 4. The 4th member of the panel, Jamie Erdahl, had the bottom 2 switched. Sam Darnold 3rd, Kyler Murray 4th.
Well, Sam Darnold was better than Kyler Murray last year.
Yeah, I mean, these are facts. Sam Darnold had a season that Kyler Murray has not come close to having yet. And if you look at the numbers, he threw for 4,319 yards, 35 touchdowns, 12 picks. His season quarterback rating was 102.5, better than any single season rating Murray's had. And oh, by the way, the Vikings went 14-3 in the regular season. Those are things that Kyler Murray can't claim on his resume.
No.
Now, top to bottom throughout their careers, Kyler Murray's been the better, more consistent quarterback. But did we see an upswing of what Sam Darnold can be, or how much of that do you dismiss because it happened in Minnesota and now he's doing it in a different team?
I have no idea.
Yeah,
I have no idea
neither.
how to answer that question. I will say this. I do think that there was a level of Sam Darnold that got exposed at the end of last year, but Sam Darnold prior to that was terrific. But he was also with a head coach who's really, really good at amplifying a quarterback's strengths, and Kevin O'Connell. In fact, the Vikings coaching staff rated number 1 in one of these recent lists we brought to you. I'll say this. If you were starting a football team or if you were like drafting a fantasy football team, I think most people would probably take Kyler Murray over Sam Darnold, especially in the situation he's in Seattle right now. But on the field in real life, who is the best quarterback in the NFC West? The way this thing shakes out is obviously going to be very instrumental to the way these teams finish. Now, Matthew Stafford, out of respect and out of pedigree and out of the Super Bowl ring on his finger, it's very fair for him to be listed number 1 on all these lists. But Matthew Stafford's got an issue, and he's got a back issue and or a shoulder issue that has a lot of people wondering, is he even going to get through this season?
I mean, that seems to be the feel right now, and we would be lying if I said I didn't have that feeling, because Matthew Stafford has been, I'm not going to say injury prone, but racked by injuries. The thing about Matthew Stafford is he's about the toughest dude in the world.
Yep.
So he's just going to grit his teeth, suck it up, and play through it.
Yeah.
Right now, I have no problem listing him as the number 1 quarterback. He's the oldest. He's the most experienced. He's the one with the championship ring in the division.
And he's on the best team right now.
And he's on the best team that's defending their division title. So, yeah, he should be number 1.
Okay, so then it comes down to where does Kyler Murray have to be on that list? Kyler Murray has got to be better than Brock Purdy, and he's got to be better than Sam Darnold if the Cardinals are going to win 10 games.
Agree.
If they're going to get to the playoffs.
I would agree.
And that is why I think, to me, it really this has got to be the year that the Cardinals he either takes control of his destiny. You're my density. He's got to.
Hooray! Yes.
Right. So, or the Cardinals are going to have to find somebody else to play the position, in my opinion, because this has been a very long runway for Kyler Murray, and there's been a lot of teasing with greatness and spectacular highlight reel stuff. And it's funny because I laid out a take about a week and a half ago that I saw amplified by the Cardinals recently, and that is they need Kyler Murray to be content with doing all the boring stuff 100% perfectly in the high leverage situations. Because that is the lesson of Tom Brady. Tom Brady, the winningest quarterback in NFL history. But when you think of Tom Brady, do you think of spectacular plays, incredible clutch downfield throws? No, you think of him consistently getting the ball to the open guy in the big situations.
Doing the right thing
every single time, especially when the fur is flying. And that's where Kyler Murray struggles, doing the right thing when the fur is flying late in the season. And so, so if you can teach boring, if you can infuse boring into someone's game, that's what I think the Cardinals are looking for. Boring in the name of consistency. Boring in the name of getting the football out of your hands. Boring in the name of when we're late in a big game in November or December, don't look for the hero play.
Mm-hmm.
Get the ball to the open guy.
Would you be
if they're looking for boring, they should hire Luke Lipinski as the offensive coordinator.
Luke's got a very state-of-the-art offense. I don't know.
Yeah.
Right.
Would you be shocked if I told you that in terms of career record, win-loss record is not a quarterback stat? Well, they put it on their page on Football Reference, so it kind of is. Would you be shocked if I told you that Sam Darnold has a better record as a starting quarterback than Kyler Murray does?
I wouldn't be shocked, no.
I mean, that obviously swung big time last year because he did go 14-3, but he's 35-38 as a starter.
Okay.
Kyler Murray 36-45-1.
Wow. So he's 9 games under 500. Okay. So the Cardinals would have to go 13-4 this year for him to get back to 500 as a quarterback.
9 games under 500. What does he think he is? A baseball team in town?
Right. So listen, and that's really kind of that's where everything kind of lands when you get past the improved defense and an offense that's returning a lot of the same guys and is expecting this from Marvin Harrison Jr. It all gets down to K1 and what is he going to give this football team? What level is he going to play at? Again, a Madden rating, it's a video game. But if you're a starting quarterback who talks about you want to be one of the greatest of all times and your rating is in the 70s, that's not congruent. That's not a good rating. You're just a guy at that point in time.
No, but there also seems to be this thought of Kyler Murray going into this year. Either it's going to be the elevation to where he needs to be or it's going to be a crash. And I don't see that happening.
No.
I think there's a really good chance at the end of this year, Kyler Murray has an uptick statistically. The Cardinals might win 9 games, miss the playoffs again, and we're having these questions going into year 8 once again because that's who he's kind of proven he is as a quarterback.
But so then what do you do?
Well,
it's a great question.
Listen, I'm of the belief they've got a guy in Jacoby Brissett who's very good. They've got a very good backup quarterback. His Madden rating, by the way, is 70. He's only 9 points behind Kyler. So I don't know if I don't know if Kyler does feel any pressure. I don't know if Kyler's one of these ride or die guys that has to feel like you're either with me or you're not. I don't know whether or not this coaching staff would be inclined to sit Kyler if he's having a real rough stretch of football. I would like to think he doesn't have any of those real rough stretches of football. I would hope that after 2 years with Drew Petzing in this offense, after 6 years in the NFL, after the disappointments of never winning a playoff game to this date, that it would summon the best from Kyler Murray. And look, he does work at it. The idea that this quarterback's playing video games all the time is not true. It's a myth. It's a bad narrative. But the fact of the matter is he needs to produce in November and December the way the big boys do.
Yeah, that's when the elevation needs
That's
to happen.
it.
You're exactly right.
Thanks for watching Bickley and Marotta. Click to see the latest Bickley Blast and hit the button in the middle to subscribe to Arizona Sports.